crypto, the notion that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is quitting has swept Twitter. John Deaton, an attorney who is in favor of XRP, the lawsuit has been the basis for the outrage in XRP pump and dump activities. John Deaton, a prominent crypto lawyer, has commented on the SEC's decision to file an appeal in the CRCOP. He indicates that the SEC plans to appeal a portion of the court's ruling even before the primary issue is resolved. This may give the SEC a boost, but according to Deaton, it doesn't guarantee victory. Deaton said the judge might accept such an early challenge in his ex post. In such case, the judge may provide a more thorough justification for her ruling, making it more difficult to appeal. According to Deaton, the court may use this as an opportunity to address concerns voiced by a different judge. Regarding his personal participation, Deaton is holding off until he hears from Ripple, the firm behind XRP. He's concerned that his contribution will not advance the argument in any meaningful way. According to Deaton's analysis, the SEC's appeal might be a good idea, but it's not a sure thing. This procedure has the potential to strengthen the judge's ruling and provide clarity on any lingering legal concerns. It remains to be seen how things develop. The court's latest target date for a jury trial is the second quarter of 2024. Given the suddenness of their statement, the SEC may have missed the deadline for filing the interlocutory appeal this week. As the new year of speculation began, XRP prices increased by 66 cents before the market started, while Ether and Cardano continued to struggle to reach a new all-time high owing to their legal status. The implications of the ruling suggest that any cryptocurrency might be a security depending on whether it is being sold in an institutional setting or on the secondary market. However, this might work in XRP's favor by giving it a chance to consolidate its market position after a little respite from the heat. Gemini portrayed XRP's victory against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in a fight film that accompanied the tweet. Gary Gensler, head of the SEC, was shown there with the words "Earth is a security." In reaction to the SEC chairman's claimed Earth is a securities postulation, Gemini represented XRP moving to the moon. The XRP community, and especially notable pro-XRP attorney Bill Morgan, took notice of Gemini's entertaining film. Morgan seems thrilled by the caricature of the U.S. watchdog and its chairman. Remember that Gemini's co-founders Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss criticized the SEC's regulatory approach in comments on the judgment, declaring XRP a non-security? In January, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Gemini because of its troubled earn product. Gemini also announced its support for the XRP ledger, XRP blockchain in the official blog post announcing the listing. With this integration, XRP may be traded using its Epifix, mobile apps, and website. The exchange also made it clear that although traders may store XRP on the exchange app, XRP support for its custody solution is still in the works and will be released at a later date. Notable among the fiat currencies accepted here include the US dollar, Canadian dollar, British pound, euro, Hong Kong dollar, Australian dollar, and more. Gemini's current decision adds it to the exclusive group of US-based exchanges that have reinstated XRP support in the wake of the recent legal triumph. Since a U.S. court ruled that XRP is not a security, the SEC has taken further action to reverse that ruling. An important court judgment was issued in July, and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has taken a major step forward by filing an appeal. The SEC's legal battle with Ripple Labs resulted in this historic judgment, which held that the sale of XRP to ordinary investors did not constitute the offering of a security. This new information was sent to the sitting judge, Anlesa Torres, in a letter just yesterday. Apparently, the SEC believes that the significance of her ruling requires a further review by an appeal court. According to the SEC submission, interlocutory review is needed here. The intra-district gap that has already emerged shows that these two problems concern controlling matters of law on which there is significant room for differences of opinion. The SEC wants to have the court's ruling certified that the defendants' programmatic offers and sales of XRP to purchasers on crypto asset trading platforms and Ripple's other distributions in compensation for labor and services did not entail the offer or sale of securities under the federal securities law. The Honorable Judge Anna Lissa had laid out her plans in great detail behind the walls of the U.S. Southern District Court. As part of these preparations, a trial was set aside specifically for investigating novel concerns that had not been addressed in the preceding arguments for summary judgment. The second quarter of 2024 has been tentatively chosen as the time frame for this study. The SEC has provided a detailed schedule in its official filing that will be used to guide it through the complex proceedings. A week after the submission of the aforementioned letter, on August 16, 2023, Ripple will have to respond. The next stages, which the SEC says should be carefully orchestrated, will be as follows. The 18th of August will see the filing of an opening brief explaining the rationale for the appeal. As a result, Ripple will need to come up with a response in the next 2 weeks. If the court approves of this well-choreographed legal pass to Troy, the SEC, which is at the head of this legal dance, will respond in kind within a week. Crucially, the scope of the U.S. SEC's appeal has been clearly defined. The agency's challenge to XRP's designation as a security is narrower and more sophisticated than the larger objection that has been raised thus far. In particular, the government is appealing the ramifications of the token's programmatic and individual sales, but not the larger categorization judgment. Since the SEC does not yet have the right to appeal, it is requesting leave to initiate an interlocutory appeal. Next week, Ripple will submit a response to the court. The Bank of England and the UK Treasury issued a consultation document yesterday on the digital pound, a central bank digital currency, CBT for the United Kingdom. In its 116-page study, the Bank of England lays out the framework for the CBC and the rationale for contemplating its introduction. The Bank of England, BOE, looks at Ripple's interledger protocol for synchronous payment settlement in a recent paper. The Bank of England's new action exemplifies the growing interest of central banks in blockchain. The article is titled Ripple, Exploring the Synchronized Settlement of Payments Using the Interledger Protocol. The Ripple protocol, which allows for synchronized settlement across various ledgers, has caught the attention of the BOE because of the potential influence it may have on the international payments market. The protocol might be used to connect different types of payment networks, such as those used by banks in digital assets. The major objective of the protocol is to provide a reliable and efficient payment system. The effects of integrating Ripple's protocol with Archie's systems at the Bank of England are discussed in the article. With the advent of integrated payment systems, business deals may be finalized much more quickly and efficiently than before. Earlier this year, the Bank of England and the Treasury undertook a public consultation to get a better understanding of the potential applications of CBC, namely the digital pound, in British society. In the realm of finance, CBC is making rapid strides. The European Union's authorities are now investigating the matter of the digital euro. The XRP coin was created to provide cheaper, more decentralized transaction processing outside of traditional banking systems and centralized data repositories. XRP transfers provide advantages for international transactions because to its trustlessness, speed, and low cost. The coin, which debuted in 2012, is working toward one of the industry's largest ambitions. The XRP ledger, the software that allows for the usage of XRP, has advocates who have proposed a new way to run blockchains that they say is more suited for transactions. For the Bitcoin blockchain, anybody may contribute processing power, verify transactions, and protect the underlying software. When it comes to network security and transaction validation, however, the XRP ledger places restrictions on user participation. The symbols Ripple and XRP appear interchangeably in certain writings. Ripple is a for-profit corporation that promotes and supports XRP, the software that underlies it, the XRP ledger, and a number of other efforts with an emphasis on transactions. Archer is a cryptocurrency, XRP is a cryptocurrency. However, the business is insistent that these are two different things. 1 year after the XRP ledger project's inception, in September 2012, Ripple was created under the moniker OpenCoin. Ripple Labs changed its name from OpenCoin to Ripple in 2015. The XRP ledger was once known as the Ripple Open Payment System and the Ripple Consensus Ledger before eventually settling on its current name.